Barnaby Jones, starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Meriwether, with guest stars Eric Braeden, Jamie Smith Jackson, Richard Hatch, Barbara Stewart, Nancy Wickwire, special guest star Sharon Acker. Tonight's episode, Perchance to Kill.
Tony, help. My zipper's stuck. Well, you're not even ready.
I'm not going. With what I've learned about Steve and the firm, I'd be a hypocrite.
Okay, drop the other shoe. What's Steve been doing? Stealing stamps?
Stealing's more serious than that.
For heaven's sake. Steve Kingston?
I wish there were a kinder way of putting it, but there isn't. Steve Kingston is a thief. Yeah.
Thank you. What are you going to do about it?
I don't know yet. Not definitely.
I thought a man was supposed to be innocent until he was proven guilty. Until he is, I think you ought to go to the party. I'm certainly going.
I told you I'm not going. And I'll need the car.
Okay, I'll get a lift. And don't worry. I think you're wrong about Steve.
Hey, where's our host?
Okay, you look beautiful.
Thank you.
So do you, sweetheart.
Hi, how are you, darling?
As always. See you when did you get back? Steve, how are you? Tonight. Yeah.
It's gonna be a little wet out tonight.
I think you're
I'm
right.
going to powder my nose. Don't have too much fun without me.
It can't be done, you know that. Come on inside.
Oh, everybody's here.
Sure. Did you have a hard time getting here, something or what?
No, we were just slow starting. It was...
Too long.
Steve, wait, problems. It's Tony.
What about Tony?
I don't know. He's uptight about something.
What's bothering Tony is the fact that the firm is moving up as younger guys, and old Tony is no longer a younger guy, that's all.
Old Tony is going to block your partnership.
No way.
He says you've been stealing. Well, is there something called the Park Estate?
What did he say about the Park Estate?
He says you're a thief. Well, it isn't true, is it? Why would he say such a thing?
Well, of course it isn't true. You know better than that. But look, maybe I better phone him right now and see if, why don't you cover for me and play the hostess bit?
Hey, Steve. Is everything all right?
I mean, of course it's all right. I'll just be a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, sir. Have a nice time tonight.
Hey, man,
Can I ask you something?
Not right now, I'm busy, but hang in there.
My wife didn't waste any time, did she?
Tony, I want to talk to you about something. That Parker State is my client. Now, you had no right to take out that file.
Do you want to discuss the right and the wrong of this matter?
Listen, man, I thought you and I were friends.
Bull, we're not friends. We work for the same firm, and we live in the same neighborhood, but we're not friends.
I want that file, Tony.
Why should you think you would? Especially with the margin notes that I made. You wouldn't shoot me.
Now hand it over to me.
You stupid fool. Spencer's gonna know anyway.
You told him?
Myself, I haven't even said hello to my host. Hey, that dress is terrific. I love it. I love it.
Thank you. See you later.
Okay, sweetheart.
Operator, give me the police, please. Harry, this is an emergency. For heaven's sake, give me the police. This is Tony Bloom, Lathrop Way. This is an emergency. A couple of hippies broke into my house, beat me up, spaced out. They're now searching for money. Oh, my God. Oh, no!
What happened to the ice cream soup?
I just spilled some ice cream on it.
How's everything going?
Fine. Everything is going to work just fine.
Hey, come here, come here. Officer, this is Mrs. Bloom.
What's the matter?
Mrs. Bloom, I'm sorry, but could you come with me?
What's happened?
You happen to know any 18-year-olds, Mr. Jones?
No. But I used to be one. Well, let's see if I got all this straight. Your daughter, Christy, left your home in Kansas about 4 months ago and took a ride out here to Los Angeles with a friend.
And then just dropped out of sight. I was heartsick.
Finally, one letter. She said she was getting her head straightened out, to quote her lovely English. Had gotten a couple of things out of her system.
And reading between the lines, she was reaching out to us. She was ready to come back home. So we planned this trip.
But she did keep the date with you on Monday. Where was the meeting, Mrs. Sanders?
At one of those organic food restaurants. You know the type I mean.
Oh, yes. Kind of where you don't know what it's doing to their metabolism, but it's certainly making their hair grow.
Well, we talked the whole thing out. And she agreed that she would come back home with us. And we all agreed that we would try to bend over backwards with each other more than we had. But then she had to pack and say goodbye to some friends. But she said that she would see us at our hotel in Beverly Hills by 10 o'clock that night.
Naturally, she didn't give you her new address or her new phone number.
Of course not.
You happen to know the name of her young man?
Eric with a C, Garvin, Garvin.
You recall the name of the restaurant?
It was on Sunset Boulevard, just past Doheny. Well, I'll never forget that name. Granola Central Station.
Why should I know where this Eric Garvin hangs out?
They told me up in Topanga to try here, and then a couple of guys in Venice, and then Judy.
Which Judy is that?
Christie's friend, Judy.
I don't know this Garvin. And if there's any heat, I don't want to know him.
I am not the heat. I'm just trying to do the guy a favor. I got the documents right here that make him heir to $1,100. And believe me, I don't make enough out of it to horse around with the people who see a narc under every tie and white shirt. Now, you got my card with my phone number on it. Next time he comes in, tell him to call me.
Oh, no sweat, my friend. And nobody's agitated. But you can understand why we played a little cautious, right? You know what Dago Street is? You go up Laurel Canyon and hang a left at the store. Eric's got a crash pad made out of an old bus. You go over White Bridge, and you can't miss it.
Doesn't sound like it. Thanks.
Howdy. My name's Fletcher. You interested in this property?
No, I'm just looking for the people living here.
Living? In that? There's a couple of squatters hanging around. You can guess the type. I'm sorry, maybe they're friends of yours. A young fella and a girl. Name seems to have escaped me.
Eric Garvin and Christie are the people I'm looking for.
How do you spell those?
Well, Mr. Fletcher, if your name is Fletcher, I'm wondering why a real estate broker would be that interested in a couple of squatters, if you are a real estate broker.
I'm a police officer. Well, Mr. Jones, what's your interest in this?
I represent the girl's parents. She's a runaway.
Naturally.
I imagine that the department's interest is a little more serious than that.
Like murder? Officially, they're wanted for questioning on the Anthony Bloom homicide and robbery.
Eric can't move.
Oh, I hear you. He has to move, Christy. You're gonna have to split, man. Both of you. I can feel fuzz all over the neighborhood after what the radio said about him looking for a couple of street people.
You better take off, Christy. You've got someplace to go. Now do what I tell you.
Can you sit up and eat this, or shall I help you?
I haven't got time for anything, Chris. Artemis is right.
Look, whatever you decide to do, I'm not leaving you. I'm going to stay with you.
Okay. We're both leaving. Grab your stuff. Artemis, can we use your bus?
Sure, yeah. I'll tell him you ripped me off.
Go down the back way and get it started. Hey, we can make it.
Hello, Miss Sanders. I can't make a judgment because I don't know the facts. But just because I'm not a cop doesn't mean there are not cops behind me.
Yeah, how close?
At the health food store, tracking back just the way I did.
Eric and I didn't do it. Don't you believe me? It's the truth. I mean, we couldn't kill anybody.
What difference does it make, huh? I mean, we were around there and we're long-haired hippies. And that's the label, man. I mean, we're guilty, right? Anything they want to pin on us.
All right, what really happened that night? Okay, you went to Eric's to say goodbye and pick up your things.
Yeah, to pick up my debutante's wardrobe. Eric and I had sort of an argument. He said that I was copping out if I went back.
Yeah, I'm like a stupid jerk. I started through this empty lot and I fell in the dark and my leg snapped. Thought it was ligaments or something. I didn't know it was broken. I could even put some kind of weight on it, you know what I mean?
So we went back up the road to try to hitch a ride. Do you think anybody would stop for us?
Then you did go by the Bloom house where the murder occurred.
The only place that we stopped was this place where there were lots of people in cars. They wouldn't even let us in to use the telephone.
Remember the address?
It was a big party. Valet parking, you know, the whole bit.
And then we went on down the canyon. His leg was hurt really bad, and we had to get to a hospital.
And this guy stopped and gave us a ride. Look, this joker isn't going to do any good for us. Let's get out of here, huh?
Eric, but I found out it's pretty tough trying to get your ideas across when you're running away from somebody yelling over your shoulder.
The only chance we've got is to run.
On one leg?
You got the keys, Chris?
Sure. Artie?
Hey, good luck, you guys, huh?
All the luck in the world is not going to help them too much.
What key do you want me to wind up now, Pops, huh? Law and order? Or the younger generation and the evils of pot, huh?
Glad you decided to come, darling. You know how sorry I am that you have to go through all this.
All this time since it happened, and the statements I've made to everybody, I can't help remembering you were in that bedroom so long.
Darling, I was in there because I kept on getting a busy signal. I had to get through to Tony as soon as he finished. I just kept on dialing. Gail, I never left that house. There wasn't time enough for that anyway.
I want to believe.
It is the truth. And if I tell you it is the truth, it is. Okay? The police know who did it. The reason that phone was busy is because Tony was calling them. There were a couple of freaked out hippies in that place going through it. Before they killed him, he did get to the phone and gave them some sort of description.
Then you're definitely in the clear.
Of course I'm in the clear. Except for one thing. I need the park file. When will the police let you back into the house?
Is it still in the house, the file?
Where else could it be? Darling, I need that file. You're gonna have to get it for me. Okay? You're so beautiful.
Hello?
Hello.
I'm looking for Mr. Kingston.
I am Stephen Kingston.
My name's Jones, Mr. Kingston. I'm a detective. Your cleaning woman said I might find you out here.
Oh.
I'll see you later, Steve. You call me at Winnie's.
I cleared with Lieutenant Keogh for you to get back into the house, Gail.
Excuse me.
She's Gail Bloom.
That's right. I represent her now. Three of us were very close. It's incredible. Tragic. But I believe that I told Lieutenant Keogh everything already. You know, the shocking thing is that it could have happened to any one of us living up here, or down at the beach, or in Beverly Hills, or any place else. Nobody is safe. Please, Jones, have a seat. Make yourself comfortable. Okay? These people, no sense of morality anymore. No qualms about breaking in, or holding a knife to your throat, or knocking you over the head. And that's what's frightening.
These people?
They're the two hippies. Oh, would you like a drink?
No, thank you. How did you find out about the hippies?
It was on the news, on television, too.
I didn't think the case against them was that strong, myself.
Why not?
Well, the one with the broken leg, he couldn't do much, could he?
Now, Lieutenant Keogh didn't tell me about that one. Huh. But from what I heard about the struggle that Tony Bloom put up, maybe he broke the guy's leg in the fight. Or maybe the other one actually killed Tony Bloom.
The other one was a girl. Or didn't the lieutenant tell you that either?
Was it a girl? That's incredible. Well, some of those girls these days, I guess you just can't tell the difference anymore, can you? But tell me, Jones, how does Lieutenant Keogh like a man on his staff to go against his own murder theory?
Me? That makes you think I'm on Lieutenant Keogh's staff.
You told me you were a detective. What's this all about? Aren't you a detective?
Private detective. I wanted to talk to you because I was told you gave the party that night.
That's right. And Mrs. Bloom was here. I mean, that's all a matter of record. Tony Bloom was late coming home, and he was going to come along later. So...
You had valet parking?
I certainly did, yes.
Well, I wanted to find out what outfit you used and get the names of the car jockeys that were here.
Why?
The two suspects, the young hippies, said that they talked to the parking attendant and asked to use the phone. Well, if they did that before they passed the Bloom house, it kind of rules out the possibility that they beat up on Mr. Bloom and murdered him, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I guess you're right. Now, what if he actually broke the guy's leg in the fight?
Doesn't seem logical that they would limp back up here and talk to people, be seen, make their identification that much easier, does it?
No, it doesn't. You're right. So what you want from me is the valet parking service?
That's all. Be a very great help, Mr. Kingston.
I'm glad to help. Chuck has his own service. I've used him for years. Now, I got his number right here, so I can give it to you.
You know the biggest problem parking cars in Southern California? Making sure your legs don't give out on you. Tower Road, Summit Drive, the old calf muscles and tendons, I'll tell you.
Yeah, I have the same hazards in my profession. Now, about those two, they were coming west on Mulholland?
Right, the 8900 block. And we were swamped. Party just starting to swing. So I had to say no.
Wasn't one of them hurt?
Yeah, his leg. The guy was really in pain. The girl practically had to hold him up. I hated to have to say no dice, but I worked for Mr. Kingston a lot, and I know he's got a short fuse.
Then they went on by down the hill to the 8700 block.
Yeah, they mumbled something hostile and kept on going.
Would you be able to identify them?
Tell you the truth, Mr. Jones, I never pay much attention to faces. Radiator grills, yes. People, no.
Lieutenant, I guess that cleans it up for me.
Okay, Ames, I'll see you downtown.
You talked to Barnaby Jones yet? Got here just a few minutes ago with that open-faced, friendly smile of his, you know.
Where is he?
Right here. Will, I'd like to talk to you. Have you got a minute?
Just.
Well, Lieutenant, I think I'll take this stuff down to the lab.
So long, Ames. Will, one of the kids you're questioning is a client of mine.
Tough. Which one?
The girl.
Well, she needs a lawyer, too. More than she needs you right now.
Will, a 90-pound teenager beats a 6-foot man to death.
It's a cinch. The boyfriend's holding him.
Not such a cinch if the boyfriend's got a broken leg.
Listen, I know they said it happened earlier. Falling down a hill or something.
Do you know I can deliver a witness who will confirm it?
Who?
The valet parking attendant at the Kingston party.
You got to him first? How come we missed him? Ames? Ames! Somebody's gonna get chopped off at the pockets. How reliable is the statement? Time check out?
Seems to. But what I really want is permission from you to talk to the Sanders girl.
Sure. Listen, as long as you're laying your cards on the table, what does Eric Garvin and the Sanders girl have to say about how he got to the emergency hospital to get his leg set?
Hitch. Car picked him up near Lookout Mountain.
That's a lie. They stole the car, Barnaby. We found it in the hospital parking lot, covered with their prints.
Thanks for telling me. Whose car?
The victims. Tony Bloom.
You're both in a mess of trouble, young lady. You need all the help you can get. And whether or not you get it from me depends on when you start telling the truth. Now, one more lie, and I drop it. You understand?
Okay. Yes, sir. Look, The only reason that we went to the Bloom house was to try to call Artie so he would come and get us. We rang and nobody came to the door. So we ripped off the car. But we never went inside, and we sure never killed anybody.
You were more or less identified by 4 people. 2 guests who arrived about the time you did, the parking attendant, and a woman walking her poodle. Do you happen to see anybody outside who may have committed the murder?
Wow. There was a valet. We talked to him. And there was a car that drove up just then. We asked them. Oh, and there was this guy that looked like he was leaving the house, and then he went back into the house around to the side like.
Could you identify him?
Heck no. I probably wouldn't have remembered him except that he was wearing very fancy threads. Dressed all in white.
White suit.
Yeah, very Marcello Mastroianni. Very cornball, Mr. Jones. Is that all you want?
If that's all you can tell me.
Will my mother be coming down?
I imagine she can get permission.
Well, I guess we'll both survive. She always comes loaded with handkerchiefs. Thank you very much, Mr. Jones.
I'll be talking to you the day after tomorrow, Christy. They may have moved you by then. Hybrid talisman?
Reporter or policeman?
I'm Barnaby Jones, ma'am, a private investigator.
Well, first time in my life I ever have detectives asking me questions, and not one of them's younger than me. Well, I always knew I missed my chance with Bogey.
Actually, I want to talk to Mrs. Bloom. I understand she's staying with you.
Oh, no. She went back to her own house. I guess everyone knows which one it is now. She's probably there.
I want to ask you a question about the party. Who was wearing the white suit?
White suit? Nobody was wearing a white suit. Well, maybe the bartender. No, he was wearing a red mess jacket. Nobody was wearing a white suit, Mr. Jones. Why did you think that?
Must have been mistaken. Thank you very much, Mrs. Harbeck.
Oh, just a minute, Mr. Jones. You are a good detective. It is a hybrid talisman.
Hello.
Steve?
Did you find the file, darling?
No, I'm still looking. I think you ought to know that detective who talked to you, the gray-haired one.
Yes, what about him?
He was here. He just left. He wanted to know what suit you wore at the party.
So he asked you too, huh? Winnie just told me that he had been to her house.
What's it all about?
Oh, it's nothing important, really. Listen, maybe it's best if you don't call me, unless, well, you know what I mean.
Oh, yes, I understand. And I'm still looking.
Okay. All right, keep at it. Bye. Well, you back again, Joan?
I'm afraid so for a minute.
Come on in. You got a hold of Chuck all right?
Oh, yeah.
Did you get what you needed?
Yes, fine. Thank you very much.
Well, I hope you don't mind if I do my 30 laps.
No, not at all.
I hate to miss a day, you know.
I feel the same way Mark Twain did about physical exercise. When I get the urge, I lie down immediately till it goes away.
That's a good one. So what did Chuck have to say?
He confirmed that he had seen Garvin and Sanders, Garvin with the bad leg, just about the time that they said he had. He also said they asked you to use the telephone, but he told them that you wouldn't like it.
That's right. So now you came to straighten out the business about the white suit and the blue sweater, huh?
I see that both of the ladies have already called.
Well, I am Mrs. Bloom's attorney, you know, Jones. She very correctly told me that you had been by. Without, by the way, telling her that you are not on the force. As for Winnie Harbeck, she'd call a man on any excuse.
Well, you got your story down pat.
The beginning of the party was wearing a white suit. I spilled a Bloody Mary on it, on the jacket. So I had to change. That's as simple as that. Okay?
If you were wearing a white suit, then you were the man that Garvin and Sanders saw when they were outside with Chuck.
I went outside to the car because I left a case of booze in the trunk.
If they saw you, Mr. Kingston, there's an even better chance that you saw them.
Come to think of it, I remember Chuck talking to somebody. I just thought they were some of the guests, you know? You look kind of skeptical about me changing clothes, Jones.
I don't mean to. It makes good sense. But it would be a lot easier to accept if you hadn't already sent the suit out to the cleaners.
Cleaners pick up us tomorrow, Jones. And the suit, Jones, is right in there. Yeah. Let's see now. Take a look.
Looks like a couple of things, including blood.
You want to take a bet, Jones?
No, I don't want to bet. I got too many things on my mind.
Oh, yeah? Like what?
Like, let's assume that those kids did not murder Mr. Bloom.
Well, as a lawyer, I'd have to say that no proper foundation was laid for that.
All right, try a little foundation. The desk sergeant who took the call from the Bloom house logged a message like this. 2 guys broke into my house. They beat me. Now, wouldn't you think that Mr. Bloom would have noticed if one of them was a girl?
Yeah, you think so.
I think the murderer made that call. He remembered seeing those kids in this area somewhere, not too clearly, and he's trying to lay it off on them.
Aha, Dr. Watson, you already tricked me into admitting I did see them.
Look, I'm just noodling around with all this. I'm trying to make some sense out of it.
Do me a favor, Jones. Start noodling around with something called motive for me to have killed my good friend Tony Bloom, all right?
I saw the glimmer of a motive out by the pool.
My, what big eyes you have, Grandpa. Gail and I embrace each other. We kiss. People do that, you know, for more than one reason. Especially if there was a death in the family.
It didn't quite seem like a kiss of condolence. Or a kiss a lawyer might give his client.
You are serious, aren't you? A crime of passion. How romantic. And how ridiculous. Lovers don't kill spouses today, Jones. They just move in together. Besides, I got a girl. You know what she is? She's a biology major at UCLA. Now, why don't you go down to Lieutenant Keogh and tell him all about your theory? Because I'm quite sure he'll get a good laugh out of it.
I might just do that. They could use a good laugh down at headquarters.
to be here.
Maybe Tony had a messenger pick it up before.
Look, darling, I don't know what Tony might have put into that file, but I don't want Spencer to get hold of it. What about the bedroom?
Barnaby, you told me you would stop at 7.
I'm almost finished.
What'd you find out?
The stain on top may have been a Bloody Mary, but something tells me that underneath is blood that he tried to wipe off.
Did you check out?
Nope. Tomato juice with just a trace of Worcestershire. A Bloody Mary without a drop of blood.
Barnaby, do you have to be told that some people in this building would call this withholding evidence?
Well, how can you say I'm withholding evidence when I'm laying it right in your lap?
How did you get it? Marilyn, you there? I'll have to send this to the lab and get these stains analyzed.
Now, hold it, Lieutenant. I've already analyzed it, and it's nothing but citric acid, ascorbic acid, sodium chloride, and pulp, tomato juice.
Yes, Lieutenant. Morning, Mr. Jones.
Morning.
Tell Dr. Tamaka that the good fairy left this in a basket on my doorstep, and I'd like him to take
Hold
it.
it.
What now?
Yeah, I struck out on the stain, but isn't this a kind of a funny thing to have up your sleeve if you've been wearing the jacket? Price tag still sewed in? He didn't wear this. Brand new, right off the rack. He set me up.
You're saying he got rid of the jacket with the blood on it?
The real blood.
Maybe. Or maybe he wore it with the price tag in it. I've done it.
How long ago? Last time I wore anything with a price tag in it was a pair of knickers that my mother gave me for Easter because she wanted to prove she could afford to give everybody a new outfit.
Well, I'm sorry to say it still doesn't make things look better for those kids.
About those kids. If they were dumb enough to leave prints all over the Bloom car, how come they were smart enough not to leave any prints inside the Bloom house when they were supposed to be struggling with them?
Barnaby, you've got too many friends in this department. Who let you in on that?
You did, Wilbur, just now. I was only guessing. Anything else I ought to know? I think I'm still one up on you.
Well, I have here a transcript from Charles Vlahos, the parking attendant. Only you already know all about his testimony. And then there's a one-pager here from Jonathan Hughes Spencer, head of the law firm that Bloom was with, and Kingston was with also, saying that Tony Bloom had called Spencer minutes before he was killed. He had something of vital importance to discuss with him, about which Spencer knows nothing more, and I doubt if any of us ever will.
Thanks. Guess that makes us even. I'm sorry if I frightened you, Mrs. Bloom.
Mr. Jones, I'm sorry. I don't have time to talk to you.
You know what's in that?
Personal papers that don't concern you. Mr. Jones, I'm sorry, I have nothing to discuss with you.
I don't know exactly what's in there, but Mr. Kingston does, doesn't he?
He's not here.
But he knows. And I know that whatever is in there is the reason your husband was murdered.
No, he was murdered by those hippie kids who broke in to rob the house. These are private papers.
Mrs. Bloom, it figures that those papers are the reason your husband wanted to talk to Mr. Spencer that night.
Will you please leave me alone and get out of this house?
All right, if you want to shield the man who killed your husband, that's one thing. But I don't believe you do. No man goes through a rigmarole with jackets like that unless there's something pretty feathery. And he saw two men in the darkness, just as the murderer did when he called the police.
Jones, put up your hands.
Steve.
Now move to the fireplace.
What are you doing?
Put your hands above it. And spread your legs apart.
Steve, what did he mean when he said...
Shut up.
I won't shut up. I want to know.
Laying a foundation for you, Kingston. You wanted a foundation. It's a motive, Mrs. Bloom.
Steve, you swore to me you didn't.
Now be quiet. And open the door, Gail.
Open it!
Now, Gail, you and I weren't here, but inquisitive Mr. Jones was here, as he was here before when he stole my jacket. Now, unfortunately, he went outside, he slipped on the wet deck, he cracked his skull, he fell into the pool, and he drowned. Now, you got that?
Steve, why?
Because I say so, Gail.
Mr. Kingston, you mind if I suggest a bargain?
You haven't got much to trade, Jones.
Except that if you kill me, Mrs. Bloom will probably decide that you actually did kill her husband, and right now she's not quite sure. And if you stage an accident, that brings on more questions, lots of questions, because believe it or not, I've got some friends in homicide and some more scattered through the department. And they will hang on like bulldogs until they are absolutely certain there was no foul play. Mr. Kingston, you've got me covered. You mind if I turn around and look you in the eye?
You just talk, Jones.
No. You're a very smart lawyer. All you need is a little time. A little time in the office to straighten things out, to sort of get things in shape, in condition. Why don't we burn that report and all of Tony's notes? Then nobody will know. And I'll walk out of here with a healthy skull, and you two will be home free.
Yes. Please, no killing. I wish I could burn everything. I'm glad I don't know what's in here. Steve, please do it. Do as he says.
Open it. Take out the file and bring it to me. Now light it.
Stand right where you are.
And she testified against Kingston? Mrs. Bloom did.
Yes, Christy. Even true love doesn't run smooth. And theirs was kind of rough all the way.
Well, ours is going to be different from now on. I hope.
So do I. Won't be easy.
Nothing's easy today. But every once in a while, some of you old establishment guys surprise me. Anyhow, you did, Mr. Jones.
Thanks, Eric. You know, one of these days, maybe your parents and Christy's parents might surprise you, too. It's amazing how much we grown-ups can learn in a couple of years. Dig?
Oh, I dig.
Barnaby Jones, starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, with guest stars Lloyd Buckner, Christine Belford, Michael Blodgett. Special guest star Nico Menardos. Tonight's episode, The Loose Connection.
I was told you were a man who lived well down here in Mexico, Mr. Philippe.
Yes, I live well in Mexico. I live well in Beirut. I live well in Hydra. I live well in Miami. In fact, wherever I have a passport, I do live well.
Very well, I'd say.
You like my little sanctuary? I'm pleased. Some of these flowers are extremely rare. You see, plants are my hobby.
It follows. After all, the poppy is a flower, isn't it?
Oh, it's a lovely, lovely flower, Mr. Stevens. It's beautiful and profitable, a rare combination, wouldn't you say?
Mr. Felipe, a business point, if I may.
Yes?
You take responsibility for delivery. When the shipment is in my hands in Los Angeles, then I turn over the $1 million to you.
No, I would prefer to remain comfortably here in Angelica for the time being, with my flowers. My man Kirk will make the trip up north with your man...
Cole.
Cole, of course. When all is done, Kirk will accept the payment. And now the performance. It has become an expert chess game nowadays, delivering heroin. Our governments, they're checking the airplanes, the ships, the border traffic. They even search every vehicle that crosses, every one of them. But watch, Kurt. This container holds the water for the windshield washers. It's a reservoir. You see, American cars have all the comforts. The heroin.
Very neat. Unless they check this car too closely at the border.
This car will never cross the border. But this one will. Same model, same reservoir. Will be driven by a man above suspicion, a man that the guard knows quite well at the border, who comes to Mexico often, and who doesn't have any idea of the part he's going to play.
And this is the man?
His name is Barnaby Jones. He lives in Los Angeles. Comes to Mexico often. He likes Mexican food and enjoys fishing down here.
If I could just get this catalyst working properly, I could develop a compound that would crystallize the faintest trace of oil from our fingers on any kind of a surface.
Ah, yes, Herr Professor.
You'll laugh all the way to the bank when I get it working. I'll be able to take fingerprints off butterflies.
Excuse me. I'm Eleanor Devers. Your door was open. Am I too early?
Yes, Miss Devers. This is Barnaby Jones.
How do you do, Miss Devers?
How do you do, sir?
Oh, you're not early. You're right on the button. This is my daughter-in-law, Betty Jones.
Hi. Hello.
You said on the phone you were trying to locate your father in Mexico.
Yeah, it's the first word I've had in almost 2 years. See, Dad just left home, Cedar Rapids, that is, and disappeared.
Yeah?
Thank you. Well, he was having a lot of business problems.
Thomas Devers, age 44, height.
See, he's the only family I have. I just didn't have anything to go on until I got that letter I told you about from a woman who used to be my teacher. She'd seen Dad in Angelica out on the fishing pier. Mrs. Wiggins is her name. She was in Mexico on a sabbatical.
He sent you his love. He has made up his mind that here is where he wants to be. Like I said, just beachcombing.
Mr. Jones, I know my dad. If I could just talk to him myself.
Well, that's a pretty fair lead.
Like I said, I can't go to Mexico by myself. I don't speak the language and, well, you know, a girl alone.
When do you want to go?
Right away? I'm all packed. I have my suitcase in my car down in your garage.
Well, that's right away.
Okay, go ahead. Hey, Barnaby, you heard, huh?
Heard what?
Well, the marlin are running real good.
Oh, I won't even have time to wet a line this trip.
Too bad. Okay.
Senor.
Buenos dias, senor, senora.
You speak English?
Yes, good fishing today. Nice weather.
Yes, it is. We need some help.
Good fishing.
Yes, sir. Have you ever seen this man, senor?
Sí.
Oh, then you know him. ¿Dónde está el hombre?
Oh, usted habla español, señor. Sí, él está por allá, sí.
No, speak in English. Anglais.
He come once a week. He fish. Tomas.
Do you know where he lives, sir? Casa.
No casa. On beach. La playa.
Gracias, senor.
De nada, senor. Good fishing.
Thank you.
Nice weather. Adios.
Dad? It's me.
Ellie, how did you get here? How did you ever find me?
There was a letter from Mrs. Wiggins. Well, I found you, and that's all that matters. Oh, I'm sorry. This is Mr. Jones. He helped me find you.
Howdy. Mr. Jones? I guess I have to say thanks.
Well, you two probably have a lot to say to each other. I'll just take a look around. I'll see you later, okay?
Nice performance, kid. You like the wardrobe I'm wearing?
I'll just be glad when it's finished, whatever it is.
And I don't ask questions. I just take the dough.
Seem very glad to see you.
Yeah, but
But not enough to come home with you.
he said there's nothing back there for him anymore. Nothing. He's just given up, Mr. Jones. Could you take me away from here right away? Why are they stopping everybody?
Could be anything. Somebody trying to enter the country illegally, contraband, drugs, a lot of that lately. Some days they search every car.
You an American citizen, sir?
Yes, sir.
And you, miss?
Yes, sir.
Would you mind opening the trunk for me, sir?
I don't know.
Now, would you open the hood for me, sir?
Sure.
Fishing that bad, Barnaby?
Found one, but he got away.
Hey, Church, he's a good gringo. Okay, Barnaby, go ahead.
Thanks, I appreciate that. You all right?
I really hit it, didn't I? I'm sorry. Are you two okay? Okay. It was all my fault. I wasn't even looking. I was thinking about something else.
That's a good way to drive.
My wife and I saw our first bullfight yesterday. Barbaric, absolutely barbaric. You know those fellas on horses that do the poking?
Picadors. Will you pull on this fender?
Yeah. Well, they started to stick the bull with those things.
Bandoleros, pull out.
Out, right. Out, right. I bought some tacos later. I bet it was the same animal. Anyhow, I took my wife down to the motel, and I was on my way to a drugstore.
Bitters might help her.
Bitters? Really? Thanks. Well, anyhow, I'm going to call up and get a tow truck, and we'll get this thing fixed right away, huh? Well, where's the phone around here now?
Sure you're all right?
Yeah, I'm fine.
My insurance man in L.A. will contact you, Mr. Jones, and thanks a lot for not blowing your stack like other people would have.
Well, Mr. Walters, if I'd thought blowing my stack could get that wheel fixed quicker, I might have done it.
Well, that's all there is. Officer, I'm clear with you.
Okay.
Thank you. Goodbye.
No sweat.
You two will lift to his garage if you like.
Thank you, Deputy. Trevor? Shouldn't be too much longer. $20 for labor and $15 for the tow to get you on the road.
Okay. Can I have a receipt?
You bet.
I guess that comes under the heading of expenses, huh?
We'll work it out.
Hey, Art.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Something bothering you, Mr. Jones?
That green car's been following us ever since we left Mexico. Sorry things didn't work out better for you. Good luck.
Well, I tried, and that's the main thing. Thank you, Mr. Jones. If you're ever in Cedar Rapids, you look me up, huh?
I just might do that.
You make good time. Blue's a divine color on you.
Yeah, except it doesn't match my red face.
What happened? Did you find the girl's father?
We found somebody, but I'll bet you chocolate soda it wasn't her father.
What?
Later, let's see what this tells us. Don't get any fingerprints on this stuff. Lipstick, compact.
What's that?
Looks like a Keno slip. Gambling.
Oh, there's a pill box with the little white pills in it.
What kind of pills?
I don't know. Come on, Barnaby, tell me what happened.
I think I've been had. Used.
You?
Yeah, the old gray fox. A chump.
How? By whom?
I don't know. I don't know why yet. No, if I was a courier, car. Be right back.
Barnaby, what? Barnaby, wait. You know, there's just one special thing. Hi, Paul. How are you?
Fighting my old bug like everybody, Betty.
You gotta admit, when I make mistakes, I make them in bunches. If they were after me, they've had their chance. It's got to be the car.
Will you be sensible and be quiet and stop thinking about it? Dr. Reynolds says you're lucky enough as it is.
Dumb luck, make that. And that girl, this damsel in distress.
Now, where do you think you're going?
Call Pete down to the garage and tell him I'm on my way.
Barnaby.
And don't act like a worried daughter-in-law right now. Act like a secretary. Check on that license number, and maybe that stuff in her purse will tell us something. Honey, I'm okay.
Well, there's no doubt about it, Mr. Jones. There's some scratches here there, wrench marks. And one hose connection loose on the container for the windshield washer fluid.
Thanks, Pete.
What's this all add up to?
Drugs. Heroin, probably.
Huh?
Nothing. Thanks, Pete. The alkaloid content of the pills in her purse is diamond hydronate.
What's that?
Dramamine.
Oh, for motion sickness.
Yeah. Funny, you didn't seem to need any on the ground.
For a plane, maybe? A boat?
Where's the DMV report on the license?
It's registered to a man, Harvey Conwell, 311 Fountain. There's no telephone in that name. Oh, and this Keno sheet. It's from a downtown Las Vegas casino.
He does all kinds of gambling. 615720. Cards marked in ink. This number is in lipstick.
Yeah, I thought possibly she used it to make a note for herself. Telephone number, maybe?
Not in 6 numbers. Betty, get me Sunwest Air.
Barnaby, you're not planning to go to Vegas tonight, are you? Said his daughter-in-law.
615 could be a flight number, too.
Someone there? Hold on, please.
Hello? I need some flight information, please. Do you have a flight number 615? Or one leaving at 6:15? Flight 615. What time's it leaving? 7:20. Las Vegas. Thank you very much.
Pretty smart cookie.
About time. I'm on my way.
Barnaby, you should be home in bed. Come on, now, let's get you home and resting, hmm?
You mean you just want to drop everything for a little while? Is that what you're saying?
What else can you do?
Betty, every day some kid gets a taste of the needle because that poison is allowed to get into the country. Every day new lives go down the drain.
All right. Where do we start?
I start at 311 Fountain.
Barnaby Jones' office, may I help you?
Hello, Betty.
Hi.
I found Conwell, our friend's father. He's dead. Back of his head caved in. Call the lieutenant and tell him to come over to 311 Fountain. I'll call in the details to him later.
Or are you all right?
Sure. I'll be in touch.
Trans-Western Airlines announces the arrival of flight number 5, non-stop.
Well, hello.
New York.
Mr. Jones.
Don't you look nice? So different. This is a happy coincidence. Going home?
Yeah, and I don't want to miss my flight.
I thought you'd be staying for the funeral.
What funeral?
Your father, found murdered, 311 Fountain. I'd like you to officially identify the body, Miss Devers.
Look, Mr. Jones, there's something I have to tell you. You see, the man we saw in Mexico, he's not my father.
He's still dead.
Actually, he's a friend. I stay with him sometimes when I'm modeling or acting in L.A. He's an actor, really.
A dead actor. Harvey Conwell.
Okay. You're a clever dude. You figured a few things out. But you've been paid, and that's all there is to it, Mr. Jones.
Not quite, lady.
Why did you bring me here?
Well, let's see what we have here. Looks like a classic case of withdrawal. You ever see heroin withdrawal before? They tell me it feels like your gut's full of worms. Hungry worms.
Please.
I see this young lady has OD'd badly. You know what OD is, don't you? That's an overdose. That's when some poor soul gets mixed up and thinks that twice as much is twice as good, but it doesn't work that way. You step across that line and your body starts dying in pieces.
Mr. Jones. My real name is Laura Tanis. I work weekends in Las Vegas as a cocktail waitress and here as a photographer's model. I went to Mexico with this photographer on a big picture layout. Big deal. Big phony. He cut out and left me with a fat hotel bill. They were going to throw me in jail. And this man approached me.
And he offered to help you if you do him a little favor.
Yeah. And the favors seemed an awful lot cleaner than most of the favors men ask me, if you really want to know.
What was this nice, clean gentleman's name?
Raul Felipe, he told me.
Who's his buyer in Los Angeles?
I don't know. A man named Kirk works for him. I don't know anymore, believe me. They took me for a ride as much as you.
Would you recognize this Raul Felipe if you saw his picture?
Yeah, I think so.
Let's go.
Where are we going?
Police headquarters to look at mug shots. Mr. Kirk, I presume.
You got it. Now drive.
You're looking at an agitated man. I'll be direct. I want it back now.
I'm not following you. What do you want back?
You switched $1 million worth of my heroin. It belongs to me. If you want to go on living, give it back. No, a substitute. Ounce for ounce.
Sugar?
Sugar. Jones, either you're very stupid or you think I am. Didn't you figure that I'd analyze this stuff?
Mr. Stevens, this is as big a surprise to me as it is to you.
Kill the girl. Don't fool with her first, just kill her.
No. Now, Mr. Felipe is going to be here soon, and I'm sure he's going to want to handle this himself.
I want that stuff now.
We wait for Felipe.
You stay here with them.
Stevens, you don't give me my orders. Felipe's going to want to talk to me.
All right. You'd be idiots to try anything.
Eleanor, listen fast. We left Mexico with a fortune in heroin. Somewhere between here and there, somebody double-crossed somebody.
But who? They think it's us.
That's right. I want them to keep thinking that. Now, Eleanor, if you've ever acted in your life, act now.
You tramp. I can kill each one of you, slow or fast, or in front of each other. But I've already wasted too much time eliminating your father. You're far beyond your depth. And you're an old man. I want answers, and I want them now.
I'll give you answers.
Well, I'm glad you're not so old that you've grown foolish. Where is it?
I've got it. On the way to Mexico, the lady confided in me, and we decided to turn a quick profit.
You two amateurs. You decided you want to turn a quick profit.
$1 million is a pretty big temptation, even for a solid citizen like myself. So we switched sugar for the heroin and left the heroin south of here.
He's already sold it, Felipe. This is just a stall to keep alive.
Perhaps, perhaps not. You undoubtedly have a proposal for me.
All I can offer at this time is your merchandise for our lives.
I'll put it away, please.
He's lying.
And if they're not, and if you kill them, you've lost nothing. But I will lose $1 million worth of heroin. Give it to me. I only say please once. You will take us to it. And believe me, if you are stalling, I will give Mr. Stevens back his gun.
Seems fair.
Good. We will take my car. It is your party, Mr. Barnaby Jones, so you drive. You two, you wait for me until I telephone.
Why'd you stop here?
You should try to stay calm, Mr. Stevens. I read an article last week that said that many physical ailments are the direct result of a nervous disposition.
Felipe, how much longer are you going to let him waste time?
No longer. Where is it?
I don't know. I don't have it. I never did.
I knew it.
That's a poor choice of words, Mr. Stevens, for a clever man. The way he said, I knew it. Well, Mr. Felipe, how could he know it? Come clean, we don't have it. That just leaves you, too. And, how could Mr. Stevens be so certain I was lying unless he has it himself?
He's crazy. He's playing games again.
The way I figure, the switch had to be made while our car was being towed to that service station. Your men, Cole and Kirk, had us under observation for every second, except for 1 minute while we were going through a tunnel.
How much more of this garbage you going to listen to?
A little bit more. It cost me nothing. And the story's fascinating.
One more question. How do you set up something like that unless the accident is arranged and Mason, the tow truck man, is in it all the way?
That character with a bellyache and the cameras, that whole scene.
Yes, that really rankled. Expensive cameras. He ran around banging them together like he didn't know the difference between a lens cap and a light meter. A real camera nut would never treat his equipment that way. He didn't even take any pictures, just as insurance in case I sued later. No, those cameras were just props. And, of course, he was the one who called the tow truck. Am I filling in any holes for you, Mr. Stevens?
Maybe we can sell this to the funny papers so the trip shouldn't be a total loss. Come on, get it over with.
I can suggest a way to get it over with once and for all.
Please do, Mr. Jones.
Why don't you have Mr. Stevens take a little walk over to that station? We'll watch and see whether he's greeted as a stranger or as an old friend.
Please? To set my mind at ease and to end all that distrust.
Mason, you don't know me. Don't pay any attention to me. Just keep on walking. You don't know me. That's right. That's right.
You lose, Mr. Jones.
No, I win.
Steve! What are you doing back?
Behind me! Get out. I think we stopped the whole shipment. Looks like the real stuff. Worth a fortune on the street. You're gonna have to go with them now. I'll be testifying about you, Eleanor. Everything, including how you helped.
Thank you. You know, I ran so hard for so long. It might be good to stop running for a while. Maybe I'll figure out where I belong.
You belong where you earn your way. This may cost you, time, some hurt. But you're gonna be all right. I think you're gonna be fine.
Thanks.
Barnaby Jones, starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, with guest stars Jack Cassidy, Estelle Winwood, Kathy Lee Crosby, special guest star Anne Francis. Tonight's episode, Murder in the Doll's House.
You're always scribbling, Harry.
It's a compulsion.
I thought I might flush out some birds. He used to come up here by the old water tank. It's a favorite spot of mine. Shall we up the hill?
Oh, I thought you were going to shoot me, Craig.
Oh, you writers in your imagination.
Over the phone, you said you wanted to talk.
I just wanted to tell you how much I admire your work. All of your books, Harry.
Thanks, Craig.
You really do write well, Harry. But you got too close.
The main reason that I came here to Los Angeles was for this book publishing convention, Mr. Jones. And Harry Doyle was supposed to meet me here. When he didn't, I called him up at the inn in Los Reyes.
When was this, Mr. Randall?
3 days ago. Now, the desk clerks keep telling me that he hasn't checked out. But nobody's seen him for the last 10 days. And I got to get back to New York.
What would he be doing in Los Reyes?
Soaking up atmosphere for his new book. Los Reyes was his old hometown. He kept sending us pages as he finished each chapter. I never did get to Palm Springs. Oh, please, don't unpack.
Sorry. Did you check the police?
Sure. But, really, I'd rather not have them in if we can help it.
Embarrassing.
Listen, there was a time when Harry Doyle hit the booze pretty hard. Now, I'm worried about him. But I've got to be honest, I'm worried about the book. I want that ending, the last pages. We're setting up to run galley proofs.
What's his room number at the inn?
24. Look, there is one person there who's a good friend of Harry Doyle's, knows everybody. A girl by the name of Nancy something or other. She runs the paper mill bookstore. Now, you can level with her.
When you say one person, Mr. Randall, you mean Harry isn't well liked?
His last book was about Los Reyes, too. He made a bundle. Book clubs, a movie, and a flock of enemies. Frankly, there were problems.
When people run out of problems, Mr. Randall, I'll be out of business.
After graduating from Stanford, Mr. Doyle worked on the Oakland Times. Such sweet thunder is about growing up in Los Reyes. Let's see, it was bought by Hollywood, and Harry Doyle moved down here to write the screenplay, Sherman Oaks.
Does he still live there?
No, now he drifts. He's divorced. Oh, about his first book, Such Sweet Thunder, the Los Reyes paper called it Such Sour Grapes.
Be interesting to hear what they have to say about the sequel he's writing. Betty, keep calling in case Harry Doyle comes back to L.A. His agent, Writers Guild, trade papers.
All right, I'll do that. Now, listen, you be careful, all right? I mean, I hear there are a lot of fancy women up in Los Reyes.
They better be careful. They don't realize I'm always gunning for a rich divorcee. Barnaby Jones, I called in about a reservation.
Oh, yes, Mr. Jones. Welcome to the inn. If you'll just fill out this registration card, please.
Harry Doyle returned yet?
No, sir, not yet. Mr. Jones, this is Mr. Bantry, manager of the inn.
Mr. Jones?
How do you do, Mr. Bantry?
Mr. Jones is looking for Mr. Doyle.
Oh, is that so, Mr. Jones?
I represent his publisher. Do you happen to know where he is?
I have no idea. Now, Mr. Doyle takes off 2 or 3 days at a time, gathering material for his book, or whatever writers do.
Did he mention when he returned?
Oh, he never does.
Well, that's a good writer. He keeps everyone in suspense.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Hello.
Craig, it's Roy.
Yes, Roy.
You said call in case anyone came around asking about Doyle. Well, somebody just did. Name is Jones.
Well, that tells me a lot, Roy.
Says he represents Doyle's publisher.
Figures the publishers would send a man down. They got a big investment.
I don't like it, Craig.
It was bound to happen, Roy. I told you that. Will you stop whining?
Well, what do you want me to do?
Just keep your eye on him discreetly. And Roy, don't worry.
Gratuity, $1.
Harry's new novel is really fabulous. And I'm not just saying that. I'm objective. I've got to be to own a bookstore. Harry Doyle's The Sun Children really lets the air into this town.
You mean you've read it before it's even finished?
All that he's written. To about page 300, I think. Harry asks me to read his stuff. I guess I laugh in all the right places. Are you his editor then, Mr. Jones?
No. I'm a private investigator hired by his publisher.
Why?
Find Harry and find out where's the rest of the book.
A man your age, Mr. Jones? You're a new kind of private eye.
That's a nice way of saying I'm an old kind of private eye. Miss Erdmore, to me, old age has always seemed to be 15 years older than I am.
Hi, Nancy. Miriam wanted me to pick up that new Alan Watts book.
Oh, I'm sorry I'm sold out, but I'll call her as soon as they come in. Say, maybe Craig can help you. He and Harry are old friends. Craig, this is Barnaby Jones from Los Angeles. Craig Woodridge.
How do you do, Mr. Woodridge?
Jones?
Mr. Jones is a private investigator. He's looking for good old Harry Doyle.
No kidding. Well, we all know how Harry likes to take off.
You and Harry are old friends?
Yeah. Went to high school together.
Harry goes off on these trips of his alone, I take it.
Oh, yeah. Harry marches to quite a different drummer. Suddenly he'll be driving up to Morro Bay to get a look at those sea otters or backpacking in the Sierras. Shoot, I gotta be going. I work. Say, we're having a little get-together early this evening. Lots of locals. Nancy, you'll be there. Ananitas. Why, could you join us, Mr. Jones? Maybe Harry will show up, or maybe somebody there might have seen him. Informal.
That's very kind of you, Mr. Woodridge. I'll be looking forward to it.
Good. See you, Nancy.
Bye. A little get-together. Command performance is more like it. You see, it's a ritual in Los Reyes that the last Thursday of every month is set aside for Anita Woodridge's party. She's Craig's great aunt. She receives in the twilight hours, and if you're Los Reyes society, you show up or drop dead.
Very hospitable man, Mr. Woodridge. What does he do?
Stocks and bonds, and he has this crazy routine about how hard he works. Don't you believe it?
How come, if I may ask?
Connections. His father-in-law got the partnership for him.
Oh, that's Miriam's father.
Hey, you pay attention, don't you? Miriam it is. Miriam Drake. And Miriam is not only a beauty, but she comes from just the right people. And there is nothing but money, money, money. Craig's marrying the local heiress is one of those stories everybody sort of knows and talks about. You see, Craig's aunt had a fortune, but she let it slip away. Now, Craig had always expected to live in luxury. But by the time he was out of school, the Woodridge money had run out. Thank you. And so had the Woodridge family line. Then Craig landed Miriam and saved the whole works.
What's the matter?
Outside of talking too much? Listen, I'm really worried about Harry. I wasn't before, but now you're here and you're looking for him. It's serious, isn't it?
Oh, as Mr. Woodridge says, Harry's probably just out looking at otters. Miss Erdmore, unless you have other plans, I'd like to take you to the party tonight.
I don't have a date, and if I did, I'd think about breaking it.
That's very flattering. Where and what time?
Anytime after 5 and right here.
Fine.
Listen, let me put you on hold. My secretary tells me there's a call from California. Yes, hello. Oh, hello, Mr. Jones.
I'm in Los Reyes. Looks like your hunch might just turn out to be correct. As far as the people here know, Harry's just off on another one of his jaunts.
But he must know we're waiting for those last pages.
How many has he turned in so far?
Just a minute. 301 pages, up to the end of chapter 12. Why?
Yes, checks with his carbon copy, 301.
But that can't be the end of the book.
Yeah, I know. That's what's so funny. I found another page back of his wastebasket. It's from first draft, and he just started on it. It's numbered 334.
334? Did you find any other pages up to there?
No, that's what I wanted to check.
33 pages are around there somewhere in the last chapter. Find them. Send them to me airmail special registered. And call me.
Yes, sir.
I mean, find Harry, too, of course. Give him hell and tell him to call me. You got it? Now, excuse me. I'm talking to Washington.
A private investigator, Craig. That's not good. Sneaking into Harry's room?
You stop worrying, Roy. He'll nose around for a week, earn his fee, and live it up on his expenses. And he'll go away. What can he find out anyway? I'm playing the nice, friendly, rather dense, rich guy for him. Showing him around the club.
You think that's smart?
Certainly it's smart. Throw him a few curves.
I hope you know what you're doing.
Yeah. Look at it this way, Roy. This doesn't work. We're just gonna have to go one step further. Oh, that turns me on. Oh, I don't mean the scent you use. It's the aroma of Miriam that's underneath.
What's with you the last couple of days? You've been so playful.
I'm always playful.
Come on, Buster, you can't pull that off.
I'm not trying to pull anything off.
What people don't know about people. We've known each other all our lives. We've been married for 6 years. Still seems as if we've been walking on opposite sides of the street.
It's ridiculous, Miriam.
No, it isn't. But it doesn't matter. Most people spend all their lives walking on the other side of the street. I'm sorry, Craig.
Oh, don't ever be sorry.
I am. I've been thinking a lot about Tom Jordan lately.
You're telling me?
After all these years. I don't know. He just seems to be in my head, smiling that nutty smile of his.
Miriam, please don't dwell on the past.
I'm not dwelling on it. I like it. Maybe it's Harry Doyle. Coming back, stirring everything up. Talking about the good old days. Harry reminds me of Tom.
Well, that's crazy. They're nothing alike. Tom was a lot bigger. He was 15 pounds heavier.
Men see. Size, shape, and haircuts. Women see other things. You suppose Harry will be there tonight?
How should I know? Probably out somewhere on a binge.
No, Harry doesn't drink like that anymore.
Well, maybe not. But you sure are lately.
Mm-hmm. Do you mind?
Well, Mr. Jones, here we are at the Los Reyes tribal dance. It's an ancient rite.
There's a pretty good cross-section of the tribe here already. Mike, for instance. Now, Mike is our top polo player. Mucho machismo. But he has a secret. For a long time, no girl over 25 could bring Mike to those ecstatic heights he enjoys so much. Then they had to be 20. And now Mike needs his young girls in bunches.
And over there, Mr. Jones, is Louise. The lady known as Lou has an insatiable appetite for lifeguards, beach boys, delivery boys. If you think that Nancy and I are just a couple of witchy gossips, everyone knows. Especially after what Harry did in his first book.
Indirectly, of course.
Seems to me nobody around here would mind too much if his new book was never printed.
Here she comes. Craig's great Aunt Anita.
Harry, all you have to see, of course. And Phil and Helen. Nice to see you, Phil. Helen, I've loved your work for over the years.
What's the doll?
Aunt Anita has hundreds of dolls. She talks to them. She feeds them. She buys them clothes. I guess she likes them because they don't give her any arguments.
Anita's a bit odd, but she's still the matriarch of Los Reyes.
How is she, Craig?
She asked me about going out on a picnic, which took place about 25 years ago, so I'd say Anthony is pretty much the same.
Harry was always fascinated by her.
Is she in either of the books?
Oh, every one of the old guard is in Harry's book. More or less.
Hey, about those missing pages, I was just thinking. Harry works once in a while in my place. Your friend and mine, Roy Bantry, complains that Harry's typing at night annoys the guests. Maybe those pages are in his stuff up there. He's not exactly famous for neatness.
Well, could we go take a look now?
Want to?
Why? Leave the party? It's just beginning to roll.
Downhill.
Jones, what about a little golf tomorrow?
Well,
if not golf, what about shooting some ski?
Well, that's more my speed. Thanks.
Great. About 11. Ski club, anybody at the inn can tell you where it is.
You people at Los Reyes are most hospitable. Thank you. Good night. Good night, Miss Woodbridge.
Good night, Mr. Jones.
Good night.
Good night.
This 12% wine doesn't seem to be what the doctor ordered.
1 double scotch coming straight from the bar.
No criticism?
You're a big girl, Mary.
There can't be other pages. I keep tabs on that carbon in Doyle's room.
You lean too hard on him about the noise. He's been working over at Nancy, she said.
He was keeping my guests awake.
Well, now Mr. Jones and Nancy are on the way over to the paper mill. You follow them. It's getting dark in another half hour. And try and find out if they come up with something.
Bar guarantee this to have a bell?
I don't think anybody can guarantee your bells anymore, man.
I thought maybe the champagne would do it. It isn't really a bell. I don't know what it is. But it does ring. Then everything's quiet, peaceful, for a little while. You know, I think your Aunt Anita maybe has the right idea. She always seems so happy somehow.
You call that happy?
You know, when things went sour. When Tom Jordan drowned.
Thanks a lot. That's when we got married.
Sour. They've never really been sweet since. Have they, darling?
Mostly research stuff, looks like. More research stuff.
Roy Bantry. Who was first to reach the deep waters where Tom Jordan... These are all about Tom Jordan's water skiing accident.
Mm-hmm. He and Miriam were engaged, you know. Then about 6 months after he drowned, Miriam married Craig. Well, that looks like about everything, Barnaby.
Yeah. Say, do you mind if I hold on to these for a day or so?
Sure. And I'm sorry I wasn't any more help.
Say, you're my date. Can I take you home?
No, thanks. I've got a few things to do around here. But it was a nice date.
Yeah. Me too. Good night.
Night. But they took money, too.
Just a cover.
You think Craig had someone follow us?
He knew we were coming here. And why?
But who slugged you?
I don't know. Those missing pages of that book must be pretty hot. I've got to find them.
These clippings don't mean a thing. Everybody knows the newspaper version.
The missing pages might not say anything either.
Yeah, they might. Remember Harry talked to my dear old aunt.
Your Aunt Anita is all fuzzy. She'll never remember.
Oh, don't you kid yourself. That old dame still has her moments of clarity.
So, what do we do?
Watch, Jones. He's in Harry's footsteps.
Ah, Mr. Bantry. I've been looking for you.
Oh, what can I do for you, Mr. Jones?
Oh, I wanted to tell you how much I'm enjoying your service. It's very personal.
Well, thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Anything I can do to make your stay more pleasant?
Well, yes, there is. Since you were the first on the scene when Tom Jordan was drowned.
Oh, that was so long ago. Why are you interested?
Well, it's part of the town history, practically, and I wanted to talk to an eyewitness.
Well, let's see. I was fishing the lake in a rowboat. It's a good bass lake, that Lake Emerald. Craig Woodrich and Tom Jordan were water skiing. Tom was skiing, Craig was driving the boat. Jordan lost control around a turn, hit a buoy, knocked him unconscious, sank like a stone. Oh, it was a terrible tragedy.
And Jordan went under before Craig could get to him?
That's correct. Before Craig Woodrich could get back. Of course, they were going pretty fast. Craig had to make a big turn to come back.
And you were the only witness?
Correct. Nobody else out there fishing that time of the morning.
Newspapers at the time said that you were working as a clerk in a liquor store.
Oh, I've had lots of jobs. Food, beverages.
Now you're an innkeeper.
Right.
With a place of your own. It is your own, isn't it? Fee title, according to your record, paid in full. It's quite a success story. Well, pay you to work hard and save your money.
Craig's always late. I don't quite know how to say this. Last night, Nancy and I did a little bit of talking out of school. Thank you.
Yes, I know how it is. Sometimes there's a lot to be said in a lady's favor, but the other's a lot more interesting. I wanted you to fill me in anyway. Not that I like to poke around in the past.
Oh, I just got back from there.
What can you tell me about the water skiing accident?
Harry asked me all about that, too. Listen, where is that guy? Does anybody know?
Not a clue.
I didn't see it. I was taking a tennis lesson when it happened. When Roy Bantry called from the dock for more help, we all rushed down. But it was too late. Craig was wonderful. He dived and dived trying to reach Tom. He nearly passed out. When they finally did grapple Tom's body, it was too late.
I'm sorry to bring this up.
Just such a shock, you know. You know Tom and I were engaged. We were going to be married in a month. It was a shock for the whole town. And Anita more than anybody.
Really?
In lots of ways, she was closer to Tom and me than our own parents, even. She really took Tom's death badly. That's when she started staying in. Working on her doll collection. She didn't even leave the house when Craig and I were married.
I may want to talk to her. You think it'll be all right?
Sure.
Well, good morning, Jones. Ready for a little shooting?
Certainly, Mr. Woodridge. Raring to go.
Good.
What do I wish you to? Happy skeets?
Let's go, huh? Oh, is that what you're having straight?
It's good for the eyesight and reflexes.
I must say you have quite a background for an investigator, Jones. Graduate school, degree in forensics.
You checked me out.
Had to. It's a private club.
Well, Mr. Woodridge, degrees are nice to hang on your wall. I'm glad I have mine, but I've always tried not to let book learning interfere with my education. Shall we get after these clay pigeons?
That's what we're here for.
Your Honor, sir.
Thank you. Pull!
Good shooting, Jones. Pull!
You're not bad yourself. You and Roy Bantry have been friends a long time.
You mean Bantry from the inn? Yes.
Ever since the water skiing accident.
About then. Pull.
Shame you couldn't have reached Jordan on time.
Well, I tried.
Pull! Yes, I know you tried. Miriam told me. She's very proud of you. Said you risked your life to save him.
Well, naturally, of course, Could we shoot? I mean, I don't see what this has to do with anything.
Hey, chums. Well, let me show you how that's done.
Are you crazy? You want to kill somebody?
Come on, Craig. Let me have a go at it.
Miriam.
Here, hold my drink.
Quiet.
Oh, oh, that beautiful scotch.
Why don't you go sit down?
Thought you knew my great-grandmother was Annie Oakley.
One back to your watering hole.
I'll get some more shells.
think you have something, huh?
Could be, could be. Jacket.
Jacket.
Human hair, oily. Scalp hair, the comb. One from the comb fell out naturally, the other one was pulled out. You notice on the hair that was pulled out, that's the one on the top. The root is full and seems to have traces of blood on it.
They look identical.
Same diameter, similar medulla. Both hairs came from Harry Doyle, one from his comb, the other from the jacket of the suspect. Now, the third hair, the black one, that didn't come from Harry's comb. I found it on the lapel of Harry's jacket. Human hair. Funny, it's not oily. Cut on one end, something, not a root on the other. Oriental hair. Perfectly round, definite medulla.
Well, that's why their hair hangs so beautifully.
Oriental hair. Cut on one end, something, not a root on the other. Glue. Doll's hair.
With all this water skiing stuff and taking care of me, he's not just some old character you can file and forget. He's trouble, Craig.
Where is he now?
I don't know where he is every minute.
I'm going out to my Aunt Anita's. You let me know as soon as he gets back to the inn.
Craig, I have a business to run.
Bantry, you do as I tell you to do.
What is this with you and Roy Bantry? What's going on?
There's nothing going on.
Where are you going?
Out.
When will you be back?
I have no idea.
Are you going to look for Harry?
I'm not really interested in Harry.
Craig, where is he?
How should I know? Would you get off my back about Harry?
You do know. Why won't you tell me? Hello?
Oh, Miriam. Is Craig there?
No, he isn't.
Has he left for his aunt's house yet?
He didn't say.
Oh. Well, thank you, Miriam. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
This is Tosho from Kyoto. A favorite of mine, aren't you, Tosho?
Harry Doyle must have liked Toshu, too.
Oh, he likes all my little friends.
You had a nice visit with Mr. Doyle.
Oh, yes, it's so pleasant talking to him. He's so kind. He asked for my help.
Oh? With what?
He's a writer, you know, Mr. Doyle is. Oh, yes, a famous one.
Well, then you helped him with his novel.
Well, he said he was going to write about my friends. My real friends. Now, you come on over and let me introduce you. Girls, this is Mr. Jones.
How do you do?
That's Betty. That's Fran. That's Edith. And that's Susie. Mr. Jones is a friend of Mr. Doyle's. Do you remember the nice parties we had with Mr. Doyle?
Mrs. Woodbridge. Who's this in the bed? The young man.
That's Craig. Poor Craig. He's sick.
Really? Craig? Why is he sick?
The doctors don't know. The terrible thing is that Craig doesn't even know he's sick. Now, I'm going over the master bedroom. Will you excuse me if I...
Surely. set on the floor. Looks like a piece of manuscript paper.
No, dear. That's a drop cloth to keep the paint from getting on the rug.
This is one of Harry Doyle's manuscript pages.
Oh, dear. Oh, I didn't realize. I thought... Did I get any paint on it?
Yes, a little, but it doesn't matter. Do you have the rest of the pages?
Yes. Mr. Doyle said he wanted to be perfectly sure about... It was somewhere here. Mr. Doyle and I are working on it. He was going to be back, Wednesday. Yes, next Wednesday. Oh, you found it. Good.
Oh, do you mind if I read it?
Why, of course not. It's beautifully written. Just make yourself at home.
It is beautifully written.
What did I tell you?
There's a part here that confuses me a little.
What's that, dear?
What about Tom Jordan? The character that would be Craig in real life let Tom drown. He didn't try to help him. That Craig let Tom drown.
Yes, it's true. Terrible, but true. That's why Craig is sick. The difference between Craig and me is, well, I'm sick, but I know that I am. And that's why I hope Craig will get better soon. Mr. Doyle does too. It's time. It was the lies that made Craig sick. At first it seemed all right, but of course it never was. Craig came and told me, and we both kept the secret. But when lies have been buried too long, they fester, they rankle. Harry Doyle is right. It's time to let in some light.
Yes, but not now, Auntie. Mr. Jones and I are going to hunt some pheasants.
Oh, wonderful. We haven't had any fresh game in such a long time. Good hunting.
Yes, of course, you go on with what you're doing, Aunt.
Oh, my, yes, I've got all this wallpapering to do.
Of course.
So you killed Harry Doyle?
Oh, could old Harry Doyle get himself killed? Where's the body?
Bet if we dig around here, we find it.
Just keep moving.
Anita knows we're out here.
Anita? I'll just have to take my chances. Right there.
I just called Aunt Anita and she told me he let Tom Jordan die. Damn you. I loved him.
Shooting's all over now.
That's sure a lousy way to get a novel written.
Yep.
He's quite a guy.
Wish I'd known him.
Do you have to go back right away?
No.
How would you like to go up to Morro Bay and see if we can find some sea otters?
I think that'd be a wonderful idea.
You know, I may never come back to this darn town.
Let's talk about that on the way. You know, there's something about looking at the ocean when you're thinking about your problems that makes them seem, well, not as big as you thought they were.
That sounds very comforting and very cliché.
It is a cliche. And you know why it's a cliche? Because it's true.
Barnaby Jones, starring Buddy Ebsen. Also starring Lee Merriweather, with guest stars Jackie Coogan, Arlene Galanka, Heidi Vaughn, Jonathan Lippy, Paul Lambert. Tonight's episode, Sing a Song of Murder.
Every time I touch the woman, yeah, she take me all around the world. Every time I touch the lady, every time I touch the girl, every time I touch the woman, yeah, she take me all around the world. And I fly. Just like a flower behind the shadow of a rock.
Don't bug him here.
I'll see him after the show. But why do I have to spend all night waiting for him? I mean, why, Sue? After all, we're his business managers.
Because he's the whale and you're the scavenger, Mr. Rooney.
Definite? Uh-huh. See you later. Much later.
Lucky.
Rick must be settling down. 2 nights in a row with the same chick. Anything I can do for you, Gloria?
Everything's cool, Smitty. Thanks.
Oh, you're crazy, Rick.
That's you, little
Try again. You can't. You can't.
Hey, come back with my pool.
I got I'm begging you a
Rick?
Rick? Stop it! Rick, please! Please!
Look, Sue, maybe you ought to wait till tomorrow. You know, Rick is going to want to talk contracts.
We're settling it now.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning, you know. He could be dead to the world already, or what if he's got one of his girls?
Please, spare me your concern for him, huh? Show a little for us. Or haven't you looked at the bank statements of the mighty management concern of Rooney and Page, Mr. Rooney? Now, Rick happens to be the only moneymaker we've got. And that's because I brought him to you. And I am not gonna let him get away.
Hello? Gloria, it's me. Listen, you gotta help me, please.
April? What's wrong?
We were just playing, that's all. Just Rick and me.
Rick! Ricky, you back there? Rick!
April, what happened?
Rick! Where are you? Rick! Hey, Rick, where? Sue! Sue!
Rick!
Don't look, Sue. He must have gone off the board and right onto his skull. Where are all those dames that are usually with him to stop him?
Whoever stopped Rick Michaels from doing anything?
Wow. Oh, boy. Sue.
Where are you going?
Well, there's a lot of things I gotta do. I gotta call an ambulance, call the police.
No. What we've got to do is not rush into anything. And what you've got to do is listen to me.
About what? The poor kid's dead.
Nobody else knows that.
Oh, you want a scoop for Variety or Rolling Stone, huh? Yeah, I can see the headline. Miss Sue Page announces that...
There still could be money in him for us yet.
I never heard of any lawyers paying commissions on dead superstars.
Who else knows that? Think about it. What does Carl Ludwig lose if Rick can't finish that concert tour? How much does it cost Earl Sampson if they don't finish that album or cut the other two for this year?
Now, look, honey. I know you can work miracles, but this is just a little beyond that. All right. Maybe Ludwig and Samson lose $1 million. Maybe $2 million. Maybe $4 million. Who cares what they lose?
They care. That's why they'll pay $500,000 for Rick.
$500,000? To who?
It's kidnappers.
Kidnap? You mean kidnap the bot? Oh, you're crazy.
Am I? All right, call the police. We wind up with nothing. On the other hand, if we get rid of the body, find a ransom note, call Samson and Ludwig, we make maybe $500,000.
All right. If they pay the money, they'll expect to get Rick back.
The kidnappers panic. The body was never found.
How do we get rid of the body?
With the rest of the garbage, darling.
This place smell like this?
It smells like money.
And the next thing I know, I get this spaced out call from her. She didn't make any sense. I have never heard anyone sound so scared. And then there was nothing.
Was she still with Rick Michaels when she called?
I have no idea. That's what's got me so uptight. She was hung up on him, sure, but he's way out. Freaky.
About April, Miss Vickers. Is she freaky?
Look, I know what you're thinking, but April didn't trip out. Not on hard stuff or on pills. She drinks a little. Maybe more than a little.
And she might have been drunk when she made a call.
Maybe. But I know April. And she wouldn't cry wolf unless there was a problem. Something was wrong.
Why didn't you call the police?
April is my closest friend. And Rick is her friend. He's a star. I didn't want to cause bad publicity.
You didn't want to open April's can of peas until you could see what was on the label.
Look, I'm worried. I want somebody to find out what's happened to her.
Miss April?
Yes,
I'll keep this if I may.
please.
You happen to have an address for this Rick Michaels?
Yeah. That and the address of the unemployment office is something we never forget.
Sue, what is so important you couldn't tell me on the phone? I had to change appointment with two of our record producers. I'm flying to London on the 4 o'clock flight.
Cancel it, Earl.
Carl, what are you doing here? Bill?
Same reason you are, Earl. Only it's not my concert bookings. Well, it is and it isn't. Earl, tell your secretary to cancel your flight. Use the phone in the car, please.
Barry, cancel it. All right, what's happened with Rick?
He's been kidnapped, Earl.
Kidnapped? Holy. Well, is he all right? Kidnapped. Now, are you sure it's not some joke?
Yeah, Sue and I got over here about 10 o'clock this morning.
From the top, Earl. Phil and I met at the office this morning at 9 o'clock as usual. Compared notes about the concert. Phil drove us over. We found that note. No sign of Rick anywhere. He hadn't even been to bed.
Did you call the FBI or the police?
We thought we ought to call you fellas first. I mean, after all, you're close friends of Rick's, and he is the biggest star of both your companies, and so we figured we sort of owed it to you.
Well, I don't see what good it did, frankly, except waste time. The authorities know how to handle these things.
No, Sue. Phil's right. Don't you think so, Carl? If you call the police in on this, kidnappers will kill Rick. Look what they threaten.
Absolutely. We can't afford to take any chances. You pay the ransom, get him back. We'll call the police and play it all by the books.
Well, that's easier said than done about paying the ransom.
Well, one of you must have Rick's power of attorney.
Gentlemen, this may come as a shock to you, but Rick Michaels doesn't have $5,000 to his name, let alone $500,000.
I paid him over $800,000 last year for 35 concerts.
3 gold record albums of ours?
Gentlemen, Rick Michaels isn't even above water with the IRS. Now, come on. You know him. Well, you know how wild he was. You remember when he gave that $24,000 Maserati to a DJ?
Well, now we know. All of it. Guess I better call the FBI.
No, Phil, wait.
Hold it, Phil.
Wait. We'll raise the money.
Earl. Oh, Carl. Oh, Rick will never forget you for this. I won't let him. He'll be thanking you for the rest of his life.
The important thing right now is getting him back as soon as possible. Now, that's the only thing. We've got a fortune riding on that kid. Now, I wouldn't want to have anything happen to him, of course, but business is business. We've got to protect our investment. All of us.
Did you call anybody else, Sue?
No, of course not.
Well, get rid of whoever it is. We can't afford to have anybody else around here.
Good morning. My name is Jones, Barnaby Jones. I'm trying to locate a young lady, April Dayton. I understand she was with Mr. Michaels last night.
Well, there's no April Dayton here, Mr. Jones. I'm sorry.
Well, perhaps Mr. Michaels might know where she is or could tell me where I could find her. Could I see him?
I'm sure Mr. Michaels doesn't keep track of every young girl he knows or of every groupie who says she knows him. Now, look, I'm very busy.
Well, I'd appreciate it if I could ask him the question myself. He was with her last night. They started out the evening together.
He's a very busy man, Mr. Jones. If you give me your card, I'm sure he'll call you if he can be of any help.
Well, thank you, Miss...
Ms. Page. I'm his manager.
Thank you.
Turn that water on?
Not me.
Well, somebody turned it on. Some idiot. Now, who'd be so stupid? I left instructions that plaster had to dry. I have to do the thing all over again. I have more trouble with musicians' pools. What is it with musicians? I mean, you have to be a nut to be a musician.
How'd you like to have to reseed? You appreciate how much attention it takes to get grass to take hold during the rainy season?
What's the trouble, gentlemen?
You from the real estate broker? You handle this rental here?
What's the problem?
Well, I'll tell you what the problem is. Some idiot turned on the water on the new resurfacing, and it's all completely shot.
When did they turn it on?
When? 6, 8 hours ago, judging by the rate of flow.
3 o'clock in the morning?
Right. Rick Michaels, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, and look at that. Those ruts, those footprints all over it. You'd think they could tell it was new earth. And those new plantings back by the fence all trampled. You know, people never stop to consider that plants are living things too.
It's from the shoes April was wearing.
You're positive?
I ought to be. They're my shoes. Where'd you find it?
Near Rick's pool. Did you do that checking I asked you to?
Yeah, no one's seen her. What did Rick say?
I didn't get to see him yet. Do you happen to know April's blood type?
Why? What happened?
Now, don't jump to conclusions.
Blood type? You're holding out on me. There's got to be something wrong.
No, take it easy. You're my client, and if there was anything wrong, I'd tell you.
Promise?
Promise.
Well, as a matter of fact, she does keep a hospital ID. Come on. I think it's type A. Or AO. I always forget. Here it is, Mr. Jones. It is type A.
Is April a diabetic?
How'd you know?
Prescription for Oronase.
You know, if she doesn't take that medicine every day, she really gets sick.
Barnaby Jones' office. May I help you?
Betty, try and locate a Dr. Floyd Hemmings in West Los Angeles. Tell him it's urgent that we locate April Dayton. If she should happen to call in or have a pharmacist call in to renew a prescription for Oronase, ask him to notify us immediately.
Oronase. Can do. Anything else?
No, thanks. I'll be seeing you soon. Bye.
Mr. Jones, if April is too uptight to come back here for her medicine, she can really be in trouble.
Well, wouldn't she be sensible enough to go see her own doctor?
She's not sensible. That's why I'm worried. She'd go to street people. I know she would.
Like who?
You know Smitty? Instead of John Doe, he calls himself Smith. Just Smith. The crowd April runs with. You need something under the counter. Smitty's the first one you'd ask.
Well, I'll take help from anybody. Let's us go see Smitty.
The other one is in the car.
You sure they're exactly alike?
They're twins. I got one for cash from a department store, and the other one on my credit card from that luggage shop in Beverly. Sure wish this thing was over.
Philip. Now, in exactly 1/2 hour, we get our first instructions from the kidnappers. And then we make sure that Earl or Carl stick with me and watch me every step of the way. Oh, for 15 years this town has kicked me around. And now I am finally gonna do it to them.
Rick Michaels' recording session's been temporarily postponed, no definite date. His one-nighter in Palo Alto on Wednesday's been canceled. The network has no information regarding rehearsal for the guest shot. How about you?
I don't have any yeses, but I got a couple of no's. The blood sample on the heel of her shoe is not hers. Neither is the dried blood on the telephone extension.
Is it Rick Michaels?
Yeah, why don't you give him a call, ask him what his blood type is? But it's not all negative. Take a look at this line.
Sparkly stuff. Is it mica?
Yeah. Gunite, cement and plaster from the stuff that used to refinish his pool, the bottom of his pool. The sample came from her heel, too.
Carl, they called. Just now. Rick's all right. They guarantee... No, they wouldn't let me. Listen, we've got to have the money by 5 o'clock sharp. We get another call then. Good. Yes, Earl does too. Oh, okay, you'll bring it. Fine. See you then. Oh, look. We're all hanging in. You know that. You've got it. All of it.
Right on time. Glad you could make it, Mr. Jones. Well, Smitty said he could see us if we could make it by 5.
Fine. Where's his office?
Right here, he said.
Of course, we all know April. Lately, she's been coming up in the world. I don't know why she'd want to come to me.
We're both professionals. If you hear from April, give me a call, Mr. It is Smith.
It is, Jones?
For a long time. Here's 50. Be another 50 when you give me some information I can use.
Sounds heavy. I'll do what I can.
Call me anytime the service picks up.
I promised, didn't I? Hey, April, I'm gonna take care of you. My place is yours. You're very important to me.
Me? Why? Please, Smitty, give me my medicine.
Lately, you're very important to a lot of people, April. How come?
work on the same instrument?
Sure, we have two different numbers. I press the automatic dialer on the preset number, in this case our other line, and we've called ourselves.
You do think of everything.
What's the number of the phone booth at the gas station?
673-1673.
$4.20, $4.30, $4.40, $4.50, $4.60, $4.70, $4.80, $4.90, $500. Yes. Well, of course this is Sue Page. You recognize my voice, don't you? Is Rick all right? Can I speak to him? Oh, yes, I'm listening. Yes, we've got the money. No, of course it's not marked. No one's on an extension. Please, believe me, we're doing everything just like you say. The one up Olsapovada. Yes, I know the gas station. Right. Look, we'll do anything you say. We just want Rick back. In 30 minutes. Well, let me ask you one thing. Hello? Hello? Phil, put the money in the trunk.
Right.
Now, this is what they told me. Rick's all right. They want me in 30 minutes to meet them at this gas station.
It's right up to you, honey.
Oh, I'm scared. Carl, Earl, somebody come with me.
Do you think that'd be okay with...
Well, nobody said not to.
I'll go with you. Carl, you and Phil stay here by the phones, okay?
You think Rick Michaels is dead?
I think somebody's dead. Michaels has certainly been out of circulation lately. Hotel News has been up there. Somebody, probably a couple of somebodies from the looks of the ground. They moved a heavy load in a wheelbarrow, probably a body, from the pool area down to a car, probably.
Well, maybe April isn't a victim. Maybe she's a criminal and she's running.
Maybe.
Where do Page and Rooney fit in?
Very protective, very uptight, very uncooperative. I'll go out on a limb and suggest that they're guilty of something that they want to keep quiet.
Well, if something happened to Michaels, wouldn't they want to find out the truth?
Betty, the answers are just as tough, but the questions are getting better all the time.
How's your drink?
Oh, nothing, Bill.
I'm going to freshen mine up.
What'd they say?
Take the money to the Sierra store in the valley. Leave it in the luggage department.
Okay, let's go.
If you've never taken a bus tour of Europe, then all the more reason for the double-reinforced lightweight two-seater. It's sturdy, it's handsome, and it closes positively tight. Now, your hardware is guaranteed for 10 years.
Come on.
Look, there's a guy who looks like...
Don't mouse it up.
Now, I'd suggest an English heather tone for your husband and a lovely...
This waiting is something else, I mean.
What can any of us do? Carl, I'm busy. We've both blown our whole schedule.
Yes, I suppose you're right. Sue, any hour of the night.
You know I will. I'll be right at the phone.
And thanks, Sue. All the thanks in the world. I'll never forget this.
Hello?
Hello, Ms. Page. Here's Barnaby Jones.
Mr. Jones, please don't bother me. I want to keep this line open, and I have nothing at all to tell you.
Well, I'm coming out to talk to you because I have some new information about April Dayton, and I want to check the facts with you.
Oh, hold on a minute. It's nothing at all. I'll get rid of it. Look, you know I'll call. We're all within 10 minutes of each other.
I'll walk out with you, fellas.
Sorry, Mr. Jones.
What you ought to know, Miss Page, is that I think there's been an accident, and with Miss Dayton missing and Mr. Michael, I'm looking into this pretty hard.
Well, I guess I can't stop you. And of course we want to cooperate, but...
Thank you. That's all I'm asking.
Join in that little drink. Do you realize what we've got? 5, 0, 0, comma, 0, 0, 0.
Put it in the closet.
Yeah, you know what I'm going to do? What don't I know?
That Barnaby Jones wants to come out here and talk about April.
Tell him to fall off.
All we have to do is cool it. Go quietly crazy for Earl and Carl's benefit. Sweat out enough time for Rick really to be missing. And now that old idiot has to come and butt in.
You really worried? Sue.
Oh, of course I'm worried. I don't like surprises. What if that sex pot was here? What if she saw Rick take that dive? Oh, I'm going to pass the word along to those groupies. Smitty, anybody, find that girl.
Why bother? Just for Jones? He thinks he's lost her. She just got found.
Barnaby Jones.
Mr. Jones, Sue Page.
Oh, hello, Ms. Page.
I've got great news. I was worried about April, too, of course, and I just heard from her.
Well, that's wonderful news. Where is she?
Well, she's down at the Springs. She called because she was trying to get in touch with Rick about a date she won't be able to keep. She called from the racket club. But I'm not sure if she'd still be there. And she sounded just fine.
Well, Miss Page, thanks for taking all this trouble to call me. I appreciate it. It's a big help.
No trouble at all. Glad to. Bye. He's off our backs for a while.
We were playing around at the pool.
Which was empty.
Well, yes, of course it was empty. Then we got out on the board. And he slipped. After he didn't move at all.
If it was an accident, why didn't you contact Beverly Hills Emergency or the police?
I just panicked. And beside, I was busted once, Mr. Jones. And I heard people. Voices. I knew they'd find Rick and do whatever. I was stoned. I split.
You heard voices. Men's voices, women's, both?
Both. I think. Mr. Jones, couldn't she go home with me now and talk tomorrow?
Yeah, I guess you're right. The two of you go on home and get some rest.
But what about Rick? Does anybody really know?
If anybody knows, they're not talking.
Can I help?
Thanks. No, we're parked in the garage. We're fine now. Thanks for everything. Come on.
Price of a car wash, what it is, Mr. Rooney, I don't blame you.
Well, you know the gag. My wife and my car, not necessarily in that order. What's new, Mr. Jones?
Well, I came out because I thought I must have gotten the message wrong about April Dayton. She certainly isn't anywhere in Palm Springs.
When girls like April Dayton descend on Palm Springs, they're usually looking for a very cozy spot and very, very private action. Nobody could find her if she didn't want to be.
Hear anything from Mr. Michaels?
Nada.
Phil! Phone call. It's important. You better hurry.
We'll let you know if we hear anything at all. You got room enough to turn around okay?
All by myself, thanks.
Later. I gave him nothing.
He's coming closer all the time. Smitty just called.
Oh, so what's that little hustler got?
Dynamite.
So there he was out in the hot sun doing everything all wrong. $100 Italian shoes, soaking wet. $400 silk suit, All spattered. He came up to me like I was a side dish of spinach that he hadn't ordered. I just had to see what was so important about getting his car clean. Oh, Betty, over there in that envelope, there are the scrapings from the tire treads. Would you separate them for me?
It's okay, honey.
Well, how did you?
Gloria let me in. She's out doing some shopping. And I got the greatest news in the world for you.
Rick? Oh, tell me, is it about Rick?
He wants to see you right away.
He is all right? Oh, thank the Lord. Well, where is he, Smitty?
He's up at the house. He's not too clear on it. He's a little fuzzy yet. But he sure has been asking for you, honey.
Oh, that's the only medicine I need.
Orange peel. Eggshell, coffee grounds, and orange peel. What did that give you, Betty?
Breakfast?
I couldn't believe it when Smitty told me.
Oh, Smitty had something to do.
But how is Rick? At least he's conscious and all right.
Pure luck or a thick skull. When did you leave, April? How much after?
Well, I'm getting it sorted out now. He fell, you know. Couldn't have been conscious when I went beside him. It scared me. It really scared me.
Then what did you do?
I was going to call. I did use the phone.
The one in the pool house?
Mm-hmm. But I hung up when I heard people coming. Well, I figured they'd take much better care of Rick than...
What people? Who, April? When? How long did you stay?
You found him. Now I remember. Our voices. You two found Rick dead.
It's a simple way to get some idea of how long this has been exposed to the air. Lead acetate turns dark in the presence of hydrogen sulfide.
Oh, it's not the prettiest odor.
No, some people call dried albumin rotten eggs. I'd say 3-4 days. Betty, get me Lieutenant Valdez.
You know, I still don't get it.
Put it all together, and what do you got? Garbage. Plus fragments of aluminum, bits of tin. Rooney's car went to the garbage dump. And when you add in this decomposed granite, that makes it the dump off Mulholland. Worth a shot.
Is this the way you got rid of Rick Michaels?
Yes!
That's the way I'm gonna get rid of you, you old...
Resuscitator!
Yes, sir. 10-4. That girl's a lot healthier than some I've seen. She'll be all right once she gets over the effect of the chloroform.
Yes, April was lucky, and those two were lucky it wasn't murder.
Lieutenant Valdez, looks like
Gentlemen, please, my clients have nothing to say at this time.
Don't look so smug, Mr. Jones. The girl's alive. We gave back all the money, and we didn't kill Rick. So you can't nail us with much.
I believe you're miscalculating. We just got a report from the coroner. Rick Michaels was still alive when you two shoved him into that bag. He died of asphyxiation. I believe the charge will be murder 1.